Here are two plays from Wednesday's game between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Los Angeles Clippers, which show the importance of transition defense principles and how they can impact the outcome of possessions. So we'll start here with Austin Rivers of the Clippers bringing the ball across half court in what is Los Angeles' first half court possession of the game. So Rivers is going to swing the ball to Wesley Johnson, who's going to hit Tobias Harris at the top of the key. Meanwhile, Rivers is going to go to the free throw line and then pop back out on the left wing in what's known as a weak action. From here, a lot of different things can happen. Most commonly, you'll have the guy in the corner set a cross screen for the big in the opposite block, and he'll either come over that cross screen or under that cross screen, looking for some punch action inside and working one-on-one in the block. Now, DeAndre Jordan obviously doesn't get a lot of post-ups, so the Clippers probably aren't going to that set. What they might do is have Tobias Harris here come set a big-on-big screen and have DeAndre Jordan come out and set a ball screen for Austin Rivers. But that's not what they do either, even though those are probably the two most common weak actions that you see in today's NBA. Instead, what you have is Rivers come across and do a little dribble handoff action with Harris. Now, we can see Anthony Davis, who's guarding Harris, goes 2 under. So instead of going 1 under, where he goes above Jrue Holiday but beneath Austin Rivers, he goes under both of them, which gives Harris room to shoot the ball. Now, what the Clippers are hoping for is that Davis gets caught up in this mess and either gives up this catch-and-shoot 3 right here or allows Harris to go off the bounce to the rim. Now, because it goes 2 under, Harris reads that and immediately fires a 3-point shot. So from here now, we're talking about the rebounding and transition principles. If we look at the Clippers' alignment, we can see that Austin Rivers is already ready to get back. Harris, after he shoots his jump shot, is probably not going to follow his own shot, so he's in a good position to get back as well. Milos Teodosic, who's in the left corner, is already starting to move towards the backcourt. And if we look at DeAndre Jordan, he's about to look at the offensive rebound and probably has free license here to go crash. Wesley Johnson is waiting to see what happens, but he's also going to start to get back. Most coaches like the guys in the deep corners here to go back once the shot goes up. This is because a rebounding angle from the deep corner is very difficult. Given that you have to sprint in to make a play, it's very unlikely that the ball is going to bounce directly to you. And especially where Harris is shooting the ball, most rebounds are going to ping back out towards the free throw line. Not necessarily that deep, but directionally they're going to come this way. So instead of risking that and allowing the guy who's guarding you to come in free for a free run out here, and even if he follows you in here, he'll probably have a head start as you're sprinting this way. What coaches prefer is that these guys get back, and this is especially true given the increased pace of today's NBA game. Most coaches prefer transition D over offensive rebounding anyway, so this is another reason why the deep corner guys get back earlier as opposed to waiting and looking at the offensive rebound. So from here, the Clippers look to be in pretty good position. But if we roll the clip now, we can see that actually they're even in better position because 4 Pelicans stare at the ball beneath the free throw line. Teodosic slows up a little bit and Johnson's already starting to get back. But still, as long as these guys get on their horse a little bit, it's good that they'll be back because then the Pelicans won't be able to get anything down the floor. But if we bring this back a little bit, let's watch what Anthony Davis does right as the shot goes up. We can see that he sees the Pelicans are going to get this board, and there's no point for him to crash. So he starts to leak out down the court, rim running towards the opposite rim. This means that Tobias Harris, who is on him, has to follow. Now, this might not be an ideal matchup with Harris guarding Davis, and the Pelicans would look to exploit this on the other end. And this is the issue with cross-matching and why getting back on transition defense is so important. If the Clippers don't get back in time, then they're not matched up properly, and the Pelicans can take advantage of a mismatch. And if we look at what happens here, that's exactly what the Pelicans look to do. They throw it in for an early post-up. Davis gets really deep post position. Really nice job by Eachwine Moore here to recognize this as well. He throws it into Harris. Quick one dribble, turn, 2 points. Now let's bring this back again. Shot goes up. Everything is fine here. But look at the speed with which the Clippers start to move back towards the other end of the floor. Johnson and Teodosic both start inching this way, but not really sprinting at all. Instead, they start walking, and it's only until the ball is in the other team's hands that they start to get back. This is why it's really important when the shot goes up, you either got to go for the offensive rebound or not and get all the way back. This in-between action where you're just kind of staring at the ball like Teodosic is accomplishes nothing. Same thing for Wesley Johnson and DeAndre Jordan. Go for it or don't. When you get caught in between, you neither get the offensive rebound or get back in transition defense. And we can see 4 guys beneath the free throw line doesn't matter because the Clippers aren't back either. They're turning to confront the ball at half court because it's coming at them at speed. Instead of being ready at the 3-point line, they have to turn and face early. This allows this easy over top pass on a mismatch, bucket. Now let's look at a similar play here from a couple minutes later. So Austin Rivers brings the ball across half court after a Pelicans make. Now the Clippers don't run any particular set here, and Rivers decides to go one-on-one against Jrue Holiday, seeing all this space right here. Holiday doesn't put up a contest, and Rivers takes a pretty early shot here. There's 18 seconds left on the shot clock. But considering that this is a clean look, it's actually not a terrible shot. Still, we can see we almost have the same situation, except this time DeAndre Jordan sort of goes for it, while Emeka Okafor boxes him out. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4 Pelicans staring at the ball, ready to rebound, and the Clippers should be able to get back and not allow a transition opportunity. But again, instead of Anthony Davis leaking out, this time we have Jrue Holiday leaking out, and the only person back is Tobias Harris once again. Now let's watch Teodosic and Johnson as the shot goes up. They do the same thing here, and this is to single them out because almost every basketball player does this. They don't want to get all the way back only to have to come back to the front court just to make a play on offense again. So they wait until the ball is possessed by the other team before they get back. But again, this is what gets you in trouble. It's really important that your first 3 steps in transition are a sprint instead of this half walk. Now, once they get the ball, we can see some urgency by Teodosic, Rivers, and Johnson. But it's too late because Davis just flips the ball here to Rajon Rondo. Holiday leaks out. Quick throw ahead pass. And now we've got one-on-one again. So the fact that we're in a one-on-one situation here with everybody trailing the play seems a little silly given that when the shot goes up, look at the mechanics. The Clippers are surrounding the Pelicans here, so there's no reason why they should beat them down the floor here for a one-on-one opportunity. But this is why it's really important that you start your sprint back as soon as the shot goes up if you're not going to go for the offensive rebound. So with all these principles in mind, let's watch both plays at full speed.